The Kon-Tiki. Ra 1. Ra 2. And now, Mr. and Mrs. Brain Norris's Ford Popular. Who a year ago have heard of Mr. and Mrs. Brain Norris of 37 Gledhill Gardens, Parsons Green, and yet their epic journey in EBW 343 has set them alongside Tor Hyodar and Sir Edmund Hillary. Starting only with a theory, Mr. Norris set out to prove that the inhabitants of Hounslow could have been descendants of the people of Surbiton, who have made the great trek north. No newcomer to this field, Mr. Norris's A Short History of Motor Traffic Between Ayrshire and Purley had become a bestseller in the car-shopping belt. But exactly why would the people from Surbiton go to Hounslow? Mr. Norris spotted 3 reasons. Firstly, the similarity of houses. Secondly, the similarity of costume between Hounslow and Surbiton. And finally, the similarity of speech.
Oh, it's a good day today, isn't it? Yes, but I prefer if it had a few more clouds in the sky. Jolly good.
Were these just coincidences, or were they, what Mr. Norris believed, part of an identical cultural background? One further discovery convinced him. The lawnmower. Surely a sophisticated household gadget could not have been generated independently in 2 separate areas. Mr. Norris was convinced.
I'm convinced.
But how to prove it? Well, there was only one way to see if the journey between Surbiton and Hounslow was possible, and that was to try and make it. Months of preparation followed while Mr. Norris continued his research in the public library, while Mrs. Norris made sandwiches. Finally, by April, they were ready. On the 23rd, Mr. and Mrs. Brain Norris set up from Bidewee to motor the 15 miles to Surbiton, watched by a crowd of local well-wishers. That evening, they dined at Tooting. This would be the last they'd see of civilization. Mr. Norris's diary for the 23rd reveals the extraordinary calmness and deep inner peacefulness of his mind.
7:30, fed cat. 8 o'clock, breakfast. 8:30, yes, successfully. 9 o'clock, set out on historic journey.
On the morning of the 24th, early to avoid the traffic, Mr. Norris's historic expedition set out from Surbiton, destination Hounslow. Early on, they begin to receive encouraging signs. The writing on the sign was almost exactly the same as the writing in the AA book. They were on the right route. During the long hours of the voyage, Mr. Norris's wife Betty kept a complete photographic record and made sandwiches. This was some of the unique footage which Mrs. Norris got back from the chemists. Mile succeeded mile, and the terrific strain was beginning to tell when suddenly, Mr. Norris came across the Kingston bypass. This was something to tell the round table. At this stage, Mr. Norris was faced with 2 major divergent theories concerning his Surbiton ancestors. Did they take the Kingston bypass, turning left at Barnes? Or did they strike west upon the A308 via Norbiton to Hampton Wick? Both these theories ran up against one big obstacle. The Thames, lying like a silver tire face between Richmond and Isleworth. This was a major setback. How could they possibly cross the river? Several moments of thought produced nothing. There was only 1 flask of coffee left when suddenly Mr. Norris spotted something. Could this have been the method used? Hardly daring to believe, Mr. Norris led his expedition onto the 347. 40 minutes later, via Kaplan, Fulham, Chiswick and Brentford, they reached their goal. Hounslow. Was this then the final proof? Something aroused the accountant's instinct buried deep in Mr. Norris's makeup. The journey was possible, and yet, Wrongway Norris had accidentally stumbled on a piece of anthropological history. It was the inhabitants of Hounslow who had made the great trek north to the sunnier pastures of Surbiton, and not vice versa as he originally surmised. This was the secret of Surbiton. Happy and contented, Mr. Norris returned to the calmer waters of chartered accountancy. For in his way, Wrongway Norris was right.